This is the real life of James Heaney, and I happen to be the real James Heaney.
Hello, my name is James Heaney, and this is day 16 of VEDA, video every day in April. It's Thursday, so I'm going to do a throwback Thursday. Let me just preface this with this video is from over 10 years ago, and it is an uncut video that I'm just going to throw up there because I found the footage on a hi8 tape because I used to film a lot of crazy stuff. So perhaps in the future I'll keep doing Throwback Thursdays. This might be boring. This might be complete nonsense. It's me and my best friend at the time, which, I mean, I think we all have different best friends during different times. I still think that he's like one of my best friends. We just happen to have thousands of miles in between us. But we used to live together at the same time. In fact, let me say this. Erin, my girlfriend, who I've been dating for 10 years, moved to California at the same time as this person, which he doesn't like his name on the internet, so I'm not going to put it out there. Maybe the video has his name in it. His stage name was Carl Rossborough, and he would play video games as the name Murder, M-W-R-D-E-R, which, as you may have seen, I use that name often. Really good friend of mine. He was the president of the Columbia Improv Troupe in Chicago when I went to college there. So, they moved out together, they were living together, and when Erin and I started dating and living together, Angus moved in with us. So we were a happy family for like 5 years. So let's let the video roll. If it's boring, you can turn it off. I'm not forcing you to watch it. Well, that would be a great newscaster name. You're the one who thought it was so righteous that he gets a whole day off of a third day of mail.
Well, he's gotten the rest of all time off. It's not just one day. When you're dead, you have the rest of time off. It's vacation time.
But why did we have to lose mail today?
Because
they could have chosen. We could have remembered him last week. We could have remembered him any day, other than the day after New Year's, which was on a Monday, which is the day after Sunday. I haven't gotten mail in 3 days, and that's bullshit.
I realize that.
And that's not
James. Let me give you your choices here. Either you lose mail for one day, or the way that we show respect and admiration for our former presidents who've died is to go out on the street and riot and shoot guns in the air and topple cars over and light buildings on fire. Those are your choices.
I don't think that has anything to do with whether or not we celebrated his death the day after, the day that he died. Couldn't we have remembered him that day instead of the day after we've been having mail out for 3 days straight?
Let me take it a step further, James. I think what you're really angry here about is not that you didn't get mail, is that, well, you did have today off.
Yes.
But normally, you wouldn't have today off. This was a special occasion. You had today off regardless of him having died at whatever time. However, I think you wanted the whole system to be shut down. You are jealous of the mailman getting the day off.
No, I don't think. First of all,
I think it's
no,
jealousy.
It's not jealousy.
Green in your
I
eyes.
want my Netflix to go out, and I want my Netflix to come back in, and that screws things up. It shouldn't be the mailmen and the bankers.
And you think
the banks were open? There's
it's
no reason.
Too much.
I don't think there's a reason.
Too
for
much for you to sacrifice one day of Netflix, one day of, because you don't care about the rest of the mail. You don't care about the bills that you're going to get along with the Netflix, which you'd be getting, or anything else. You just want your Netflix to go out.
It's true.
Isn't that a little selfish?
Ultimately, when we're remembering a president, we're remembering the wonderful things that he's done for us as a nation. And the worst thing you can do for the nation is shut down the public services for a whole day. Let's remember Gerald Ford.
You don't care about the stock market being shut down.
Well, me personally, no, but there is a bunch of people who did.
They might have been okay with it. And here's the reason why.
What do you think they did today to
James,
remember?
Here's the reason why they didn't shut it down on Friday, is because at the end of the year, people sell off their stocks in order to avoid certain taxation laws. I don't know what those laws are, but I know that's what they do. But they've already sold those off. Now when they come back, they can start buying them again. But having this date after the first of the year allows for the economy not to be affected greatly.
Well, if we're already going to switch it, then why didn't
Not
we just
the
make
buses
it tomorrow?
Why
didn't we just let one day happen? Like
your
just
water
bring
and
Tuesday
electricity didn't shut down. Really, the only thing that affected you, James, was the mail. The banks didn't even shut down. I thought they were going to shut down. They evidently did not shut down.
All right. Let's just say that there is a reason for the mailman to take off a day of work. What does the mailman do on the day that he's supposed to be remembering Gerald Ford?
Like a lot of people, he would have watched the news all day long.
Like a lot of people?
Or
do you really think that they were watching the news and remembering Gerald Ford?
I'll tell you what, if they came across any news, they would be forced to remember Gerald Ford because that's what they were showing was his funeral.
Can you guys do a sketch about someone as a mailman observing Gerald Ford's?
You want us to do sketches now?
I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff out there.
I don't know
if I'd be up for doing. Well, I mean,
not sketch.
That's kind of a different route than I was thinking for this concept. But I think we've talked enough about.
So
your point is pretty clear. I think
it's bullshit, and they aren't actually thinking at all about Gerald Ford, so they might as well just fucking suck it up and work. You've already had 2 days off in a row. Save your other day off for later. Don't try to use it all now.
Well, it wasn't It wasn't like it hindered their days off. I think you're just being selfish. And it's pretty clear you just wanted to send out your Netflix. That was all you cared about.
It's true.
You don't, in any other way, you have no problem with things shutting down.
Yeah.
Your main argument, all of your arguments are based around that.
Well,
correct?
First of all, that's my need. But I'm someone I understand that I don't have the only perspective out there. Imagine such a small thing like Netflix pisses me off. What would it be if somebody had to send out their money to pay for something important?
Do you think
like prescription drugs and it wasn't going to
They can do that over the internet. And you know that. They might not because
they don't know how.
Oh, everyone knows how. Little kids and grandmas know how.
But I paid the electric bill just today. I paid the electric bill today on the internet. Well, actually, I paid it yesterday on the internet, but it hasn't gone through yet.
Those never go through that quick.
You might be right. I think the banks were open today. I
think so. And I think the electric company was open today, too. Not like everyone else took a day off.
Just the mailman.
Now, do you think that some of these people, like yourself, might become terrorists because of this day off? Do you even believe in terrorists?
Of course I believe in terrorists. They're unavoidable. Mm-hmm. The problem is
what is the problem that you have with terrorists?
Well, first of all, I think it's a pretty ignorant thing to do, is to just kill a bunch of people. I understand their logic of them. They can't really compete with the whole military action, so they have to be terrorists. It's just a cowardly way out. I would assume that if they were smarter, they would use peaceful methods to get what they want. But I don't believe that somebody will become a terrorist after a day off of mail. I don't think that that's...
Then it's probably not the end of the
I do believe that somebody might be pissed off about remembering Gerald Ford in general. What did Gerald Ford ever do for the United States of America?
He was the president.
But what did he do while I was in presidency? He did
all kinds of things.
Well, he just replaced Nixon.
He did replace Nixon.
He wasn't exact, and everybody thought that he sold out.
I don't know if
Did he sell out? I don't think so. I don't think that he sold out. But that's kind of the rap that he got, was pardoning Nixon. Now, is that something that you want to shut the mail down and the stock market down to remember? Let's all remember about how most of us hated a president and we were going through our worst political times. Until now.
I think that, frankly, Gerald Ford was an okay.
I don't believe you can even say that. What did he do that was so great?
Well, he didn't let the whole thing fall apart. Right? And I believe he took over in a position where people were pretty pissed off about the government to begin with. There were some pretty big problems. But he managed not to piss people off even more. He managed to stem the tide of perhaps revolution.
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
I'm not sure you do either.
So what is your name?
It's not Gerald Ford. Is you think I should change?
Well, I think that if you like him so much, you should put something out there for Gerald.
I don't think I like him that much. I think I like him enough for the government to shut down for a day. And only parts of the government, really. Not all of it, clearly. Really just the mail, it seems. People who...
Well, the Congress isn't even in right now.
No.
So they would have shut down, though.
Yes. But would that have made a big difference?
Well, it's for the same... I just don't see the purpose in shutting down and remembering shit. I mean, nobody's really remembering that shit. Don't let kids stay home from school for
What about the 4th of July?
Well, first of all, school's not in on the 4th of July.
What,
Secondly,
what about
the 4th of July sums up a great deal of American culture. It is Independence Day.
Yes.
Independence from overpowering government. But we've got our own overpowering government. I think that we should have 4th of July off. That's something I'm willing to accept. Not Memorial Day.
Not Memorial Day.
I love to have Memorial Day off, and I love to have a grand old party. But I don't believe that anybody really celebrates Memorial Day or Labor Day.
I disagree. I think that
What is Memorial Day to you?
Memorial Day is the day that you remember the people who have sacrificed maybe their lives, maybe a portion of their lives, for this country and in the defense of this country and in the not only creation but the the growth of our nation's culture.
And who did you remember last Memorial Day?
I remembered several people. Perhaps.
And how did you remember
Perhaps next Memorial Day I will remember James Brown. Or maybe also Gerald Ford.
Can I tell you guys something funny? Just to interrupt. Because I came in, you guys were on Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a really little kid, I didn't know Memorial Day went, and we had like a grave for our dog. So Memorial Day flowers. Isn't that stupid? I didn't know what it was for.
You had Memorial Day flowers for your dog?
For your dog.
Uh-huh.
And it died on Memorial Day.
No, they know we're close to Memorial
That's
Day.
just the...
Closest grave.
But
to
that's
where
who you
I was.
remembered on Memorial Day?
Yeah.
But
Do
you
you
were
think
like
that-
6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you think that that's how most kids, or what they usually do when they remember on Memorial Day?
They remember
Their
their
dogs.
dogs.
Is
I
that
don't
good
think
enough?
so.
Is that good
You know what?
I'll tell you what, I don't
I
think-
spent probably 50% of my time with dogs. Easy.
On Memorial Days?
No, on daily basis.
That's a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, I walked the dogs a lot. And we had puppies everywhere. It was just dogs. You know? I wasn't busy.
That's a lot of dogs.
What I'm saying is that people are having these holidays off, and they're not using it for what it's called.
Of course they're
So
not.
do you
They
think-
don't know what holidays are for.
Do you think that if a person is caught not using what these days are for. They should be forced to go back to work on that day.
So wait, what are
Is
you
that
going to
what you
say?
want?
What every day is for?
I'm just saying we shouldn't put these labels on there if that's not what it's really for. Why don't we just call it Barbecue Day?
What
And
day?
Memorial Day.
People are
Or Gerald Ford Day.
remembering.
Why didn't we call
No,
today
James, you're
Yeah.
completely
No Mail
wrong.
Day?
People are remembering soldiers who died in war on Memorial Day. That's what they're supposed to be doing, and they are doing it.
I don't believe
A
You
lot
just
of
don't know
people
any
do.
them
soldiers who died
I
in war.
think a lot of people actually go to the cemetery and put flowers on graves and actual human
Actual
graves.
people who have lost
Not-
children in
Yeah.
war celebrate Memorial Day.
I think that if you really look at it, then those people should have Memorial Day off.
But you shouldn't
And it
have
should be
Memorial Day off.
no. I think it should be if you're gonna call.
Did
it
you have Memorial Day off this year?
Yes.
Where are you going to register for Memorial Day? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Who is going to deal with having to register people for Memorial Day
Yeah.
so that some people don't get away with having the day off because they haven't known soldiers who died in war and they want to observe Memorial Day? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my whole life.
What about Valentine's Day?
I do not
People
believe
would
you should
love
have
to
Valentine's
shoot down
Day.
Valentine's Day.
I don't think that you should have off on almost any holiday.
What about your birthday?
I believe in a better, a more logical society, you'd have your birthday off, no matter what day it was. If it fell on a weekend, it's bummers for you. But
Bummers for you.
if you had to, well, I mean, you get your birthday off of work. That should be your holiday for the year, and
Some
you
people
should be
work
able to choose
weekends.
the holidays that you choose. If everybody wants to choose Memorial Day, then they should be able to choose Memorial
Lots of
Day.
people work on Memorial Day, though. Too.
Yeah. But everyone
So,
has it off.
Are you saying that the people who work on Memorial Day don't remember or memorialize?
I think that
who
if
they
you're going
knew
to remember
or-
people, you should
Yeah.
take that day off, and otherwise, you should suck it up and deliver some fucking mail and help people with their checking accounts. And you should be making laws if that's
Okay,
the time of the year.
Memorial Day is also the kickoff of summer. It is
Says
also
everybody
celebrated.
that's not remembering the dead
Exactly.
soldiers.
So that is also an
Then
observed
let's call
holiday
it
in the
something
name of
else.
Memorial Day, and no one denies that. It's the official kickoff of summer.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not
It's
what
a
it should
kickoff
be.
party.
Well, it's exactly what's wrong with
Okay,
Memorial
fine.
Day.
Then we'll start calling it the kickoff party instead of Memorial Day.
That's fine, but I don't want mailmen. I don't want them out there.
You're such a selfish bastard.
No one kill themselves for
You
people
really
like
are.
you.
You know what? I don't understand.
You're lucky that the mailmen don't ever.
I'm
die.
lucky to get
Right.
Memorial Day off. I have to plan for that. So should the mailmen. They should say, you know what?
You
I
know,
gotta take Memorial Day
here's
off.
what I don't understand, James. We both love the mailman. We love the fact that we get mail, and yet you want to deprive the mailman or woman of a day off because they've worked hard. They've worked hard all year round, bringing us mail out in the summer heat, wind, the sleet, the snow, all that weather stuff, the fog.
You're ready to sound like about the mailman, Angus.
The mailmen deserve a couple days off a year. They really do. I think you're trying
I
to
believe that they deserve the same amount of days off as anybody that works at a coffee shop, anybody that works at a library, anybody that works at a bookstore.
Well, I think that the
anybody
libraries
is
were
probably
closed today,
closed.
too.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. That's why I brought them into this. I believe that they should be held to the same standards. I don't just hate mailmen. I just think that everybody should
What
work.
about the people at Blockbuster?
When it's time to work, those people
You
should
could-
always work. They should never get a day off. Those are lazy bastards. All they're doing is handing videos out to people.
I think that you might have just offended a lot of people who work at Blockbuster, James.
Blockbuster's going down.
Tell
That's
you
true.
what,
You
they're
heard
going
him
to
crying
be
about
around
not
as
being
well.
able to get his Netflix. Like,
Yeah,
people are
I
converted.
have no pity on Blockbuster because they.
Blockbuster also has a mailing movie system that you could use if you chose. You don't
And
choose
you know
to
what?
because
I
you're
bet
sick
you
of
that I could probably still
Blockbuster.
go there on Memorial Day and get a movie if I wanted, or on Gerald Ford's birthday or death day. Or
They might be closed early though.
It might be closed early, but I could probably get in there. But you know what? I still don't like Blockbuster because they edit their movies and they're a bunch of pussies.
That's true. But I think that your reasons for... I think you're making up reasons. I don't think that you care this much about people getting days off.
No,
I think
you know
it's
what?
really-
I just think
You had the day
there's
off.
no reason. I had the day off.
You had the day
I
off
didn't. You know what? You
You
know
were
how many
gonna have the
times
day off
I
anyway.
thought about Gerald Ford too many times today. I didn't want to have the day off for his death remembrance. I didn't even want the day off. I would have worked today. It was just the
You
toss
should
of
have
the
gone
dice.
into work then.
It was just the what?
According to your...
Just the toss of the dice. Those are the 2 days I got off this week.
Who
According
cares?
to your
Seriously.
logic, you should have gone into work.
Seriously. Okay.
You should have gone into work and
You guys
said,
need
I'm
to
sorry.
change subject.
The coffee bean is still working.
Well, they
But
never
just
take
because
a day off.
they
They're
don't take a
never
day
closed.
off. That's exactly right, and that's how it should be. You don't make the place shut down for your holidays.
I disagree. I enjoy it.
We have a holiday every Sunday.
It's true.
Okay, I can understand that. That's okay. Those are the days of the week. Those are your business hours. But for you to take off today, would you have shut down today so that everybody could remember?
I thought we should have. Actually.
You really thought that you should?
I
For
thought-
sure. You full of shit. You're full
No,
of shit.
let me tell you, I woke up
You
this
can't
morning.
lie to me like
I woke
that.
up this morning and I said to myself, you know what? Probably we shouldn't open up today because we should be in mourning. This is a national
You
day of
are
mourning.
lying.